I don't know which way to turn, so I can't do it. I don't know. I don't know which way to turn.
I'm curious what that looks like now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'll show you if you
Yeah.
can see it. Yeah,
I don't know which way to turn. Do you know what I mean? It's like I always forget.
You probably can't see it.
Well, that's just there's a blank screen on for me there.
I know. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Why it's
Yeah.
blank on your side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Strange.
Hi everyone. Welcome
Hi.
to our IN5D Global Predictions with Psychically. And me, Greg from IN5D.
Yep.
And if you guys want any questions answered, all you got to do is write them, type them up in large letters, big capital uppercase, so we can see it. Otherwise, we might overlook it because it does get busy here and we do fall behind. And if they're not in uppercase, we might overlook it, which we've done a number of times in the past. Yeah, yep. Unintentionally.
Have we got a banner for this, and then we can add it to the banner?
Oh, yeah, we do. And I forgot about the banner we had before. Yeah.
That's a good banner.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. I'm not going to argue on that one. There we go.
Yeah.
I love you.
I'm so in love with you.
So yeah, I came on earlier today, and I did a brief look into the cards on Trump, and what I got was basically it's a nothing burger. Big distraction. He's not gonna go. He's not gonna see any jail time, and this is going to carry on past the elections. He will be elected president. I mean, I can't say that. We haven't looked into the cards, but I'm feeling that's what will happen. We'll look into that eventually anyway. But as of right now, yeah, big nothing burger. He's not going to jail. I did get a couple interesting things though. It is wearing on him, so please send him lots of energy. Love,
I saw that at his speech. I saw that at his speech. Kind of the last thing. Even if he knew that this was going to happen, I think he's more worried about the taxing feeling that it's going on his family. That's what I was picking up. I was thinking he's absolutely sick and tired of this for his family.
Yeah. That definitely came up in the cards. He's, so send him lots of love and healing energy.
I've lit a candle for him, so if anybody else wants to join a candle for him, for the family, anybody else who needs energy can also draw on the candle too. So yes.
Yeah, it's wearing on him. I picked up that there is some dark magicians, not just the cabal, but dark magicians that are hexing him. So, he needs to get that bubble of protection up, and and hopefully many of us can help negate some of that as well.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, there was something else. I forgot what one of the other points I came up with that I didn't expect, but overall, it's wearing on him, but it's a big nothing burger. He really has nothing to fear. So.
Martel, I feel that it was the real Donald Trump because he would have had to have his fingerprints done.
That's true.
Unless they can fake those as well, but I really feel as if it was the real one. Yes. Can you look into General Flynn? What do you feel about General Flynn?
Indifferent.
Okay. White hats or black hats?
Indifferent. I don't know. I don't know. My gut tells me there's something off.
That's what I felt.
Yeah, there's something off with him. That's what my gut tells me. And I'm just like sitting on the fence watching. I'm the observer with him. I don't have an opinion, but my gut's telling me something and I can't figure out specifically what it is that I'm feeling about him.
Yeah.
You feel that too, huh?
That's what I felt right in the beginning. I didn't know if my feelings have changed or not. It was interesting to know what you felt. But yeah, I would have questioned it if I was, feeling he was a good guy. I wouldn't have even put a question out there, would I? So, no. Yeah. So, yeah, there's something a bit odd going on there.
Look how beautiful you look again.
Thank you, my love.
You do. You look gorgeous.
With your love goggles.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so just in case there's people on here that weren't on the last show.
How dare they?
Yeah, exactly. Where were you? Where were you?
Where the hell were you?
So Dr. John Campbell, who is on YouTube, has gone on to the .gov website on in the UK, and they're for the people who are requiring compensation for injuries, and those injuries have to be more than 65% affected before they get compensation. The only compensation that they get, the most amount, is 120,000. That's nothing. Some of these people have lost their lives.
That 65% is completely subjective to whoever it is that's at the hospital. It could be a lot more, but the hospital would say, well, no, it's about 60. You don't get shit.
Yep. Yeah. So 335 have put in claims for complete passing, that it actually did. But they've gone up. The people that have been, looking over any cases, like that's all vaccines, that's all of them, from every single one. So it's clubbed together in one. So for all of them, there was only 4 people who was doing this. It's gone up to 80. It's gone up to 80. 80 people are now having
more than that.
This. These people are the ones that are, putting through all the cases, and they're going to have to get more because it's just going to get busier. So yeah, I just wanted to, and that's straight from the Gov website. So
justice is coming.
Yeah, I suppose it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Because it's better than nothing, because we was told that you wouldn't have been able to get any compensation because it's an experimental drug.
Yep.
So that's what I was told at one point.
I love how the cards give you answers that, well, sometimes you don't expect, but just, the right message at the right time. Justice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
So let's say hello to everybody.
Sure.
What have we got? So Lion Angel Light, hello. Happy Global Predictions Day. Zaki, hey Sherry. Laurie, hey Laurie. Martha. Cynthia. Lot, Tina, who's giving you the royal wave, everyone.
First time viewer.
Whoa. Well, welcome, Tina, welcome. We love that you found us. I'm looking forward to this. Good. So are we.
We are too.
Amanda, Barbara, and Sherry. So that's the first question. Has the unleashing of chat GPT negatively affected our timeline. What does that mean?
It's an AI program, ChatGPT.
Right. I won't be able to answer that because I know nothing about that.
Okay, I'll look into that.
Yeah, I'm totally blank on that one. Martell, was that Donald Trump or we've answered that one. Well, you can look into it as well if you want to. Looked forward to this for Gregg and Ali, Cecilia. And Sherry, the president and his family definitely need all the supportive love and light energies that they can get. Yes, of course. So if you can, guys, light a candle and put your intention of love out there for them, love and protection. So Lisa, I felt that as well. Very dark, evil magic put on them. Yes. Yeah. And I know he's getting help. They're all getting help from the off-worlders. I do know that. And they're not going to get through to him. But it is exhausting. I mean, we get dark energy shut to us, me and Gregg. But it's nothing like what he's getting. You know, it's exhausting for him. And you put cards on Mr. T getting brought out as the real presidential winner of 2020 and not bumbling choke by summer.
Ace of Cups.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
Barbara, I do not see us going to 2025 people. Will be totally pushed to breaking points. So many feel done in already and disencouraged. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. So many England. What happens in America, it is important to people in the UK and all over the world. He's the only person that is speaking not for America. I know he's saying that, but it affects all of us. It really does. Mm-hmm. Sarah.
Yep.
She says, sorry, she had to eat dinner. That's why she couldn't come.
You're forgiven.
We forgive you. We forgive you. Was it nice?
As long as you brought us some leftovers.
What did you have for dinner?
Yeah, you got to bring us leftovers.
Yeah. I'm just watching a Calgary pastor fighting for the protection of the children arrested again today.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Something's got to give. These monsters will spend. Yeah. Yes. These. Hi, Gypsy JJ. Hello. The rest of their time giving out money to all their victims. Yeah. Yep. And another one, will the Pope be declared past by this summer? My gut feeling is yes.
Me too.
We can see what the cards say as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, we can probably get started. We can probably get started on some of these questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, everyone, for putting your questions in capital letters.
Yep, it really helps.
Yeah, it helps big time for us to get an idea of what's going on. So our first one is from Sherry, and has the unleashing of ChatGPT negatively affected our timeline? So Allie's not really familiar with ChatGPT, so I'll be looking at that. So as you welcome back.
There's a spammer. There's a spammer.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah, so try and ignore the spammer, guys. That person's account has been hijacked. It's not even them. So, yeah. In fact, I was spamming myself and everybody in the group one time when I was on there. Yeah, they used my account and they did it.
I think this is a group that's completely different. They all come from one particular area of the world, and
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I blocked that person. Now I'm just going through and deleting.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we do. It's not worth getting irate about. It's not worth getting upset about. It just is what it is.
Yeah, I've got on the IN5D Telegram page, I've got a bunch of Kash Patel bots or whatever that come in there and spam the crap out of my IN5D, and I block them. Matter of fact, I just made a post in between shows, and I pinned it saying, "Please note, all spammers will be reported, deleted, and banned. Yes, Kash Patel spammers, this means you."
Good, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Absolutely.
But I'm getting a bunch of spammers posing as patriots, and I'm not tolerating the bullshit. So you will be banned. Anyway, back to what Sherry, and I got rid of all the spam, so we're good on that. And thank you for the question, Sherry, and thank you everyone for the questions that you've asked. And welcome to IN5D Global Predictions with Psychic Allie and me. And thank you for watching. If you're watching on the recorded version, hope you're enjoying it as well. Please like, thumb up, share on your social media. And our first question: has the unleashing of ChatGPT negatively affected our timeline? Well, as we know, the aces are yes. So we got an Ace of Pentacles. That being said, there are positive aspects of it that can be applied to make things simpler and easier. For example, I'm trying to figure out how to create a bot that will block all these Kash Patel spammers on Telegram. And you can create your own bots there, and ChatGPT can write the code for it. But I'm just trying to figure out how to implement that code into Telegram. So there's like beneficial aspects of ChatGPT, but can it negatively affect our timeline? Yeah, it can, because the information being put out is all AI, and it's taking away our individuality, right? So it's making us become more reliant, almost lovingly accepting whatever the AI puts out as if it's a benefit. But as you know, it's basically pushing the transhumanism agenda as far as I'm concerned. So it can excuse me, it has its beneficial aspects. Just be careful with it. Okay, that's what I got.
That was quick. I wasn't quite prepared.
Yep.
So tell me about this. It's a new chat system? Is it like Twitter or Facebook or something? Is it?
It's kind of like an interactive Google, basically. You can ask it questions and it answers back. So, it's still AI, and I think it's trying to win us over that AI is beneficial. And then maybe I think the next step, it seems that what they would be pushing is, imagine you having all this information that ChatGPT has in a chip in your brain, and then you can answer everything. So I see it going in that direction. It's kind of like welcoming the idea of transhumanism. As I mentioned, it can be used for positive things. Don't get too caught up in it, though.
Yeah. Exactly. I get you. All right.
So,
thank you, Sherry.
Yeah, let's move on. What's our next question? What's our next question?
Hold on, I've got to go right up to the top again. Do you want to look into that? Was it body double of Trump's?
Sure.
Because I think I already looked, but I can ask the cards, I suppose.
Yeah. I guess I'll go first.
That seems to be routine now, love.
It's okay. I expected to go first. I like going first.
I know you do. You didn't used to. You didn't used to. I'm really proud.
I do now. Yeah. Batting leadoff, number 1, Prescott. Gregg Prescott.
My confident husband with cards now. Love it.
Yep. So was that the Donald Trump or a body double? I heard that it was a body double. Well, let's take a look and see what the cards have to say about that. Okay. So was that Donald Trump? I guess the first question is that. And was that Donald Trump? Got another ace. Yeah, that was him. Wasn't a body double. So there are body doubles out there. I did get that. And you know, the cabal, it's to keep the cabal, the dark side, on their toes. Some of these body doubles, unlike Biden, the Biden body doubles are horrible. They're not even close, but some of these Trump ones are pretty darn accurate. So yeah, it's just to keep the cabal off guard. But yeah, that was the real Donald Trump. That was pretty easy. Yeah, got the ace right off the bat. So yep.
I kind of got the same thing, but they answered it in a different way, actually. Because I was asking it in a different way. I said, was that the real Donald Trump? And I think what was on my mind was a bit of worry about him. You know, is he okay? Is he at risk? That sort of thing. He is definitely at risk. You know, we've got the battles card, but we do have the justice. Okay, so justice will win. If you ever see a really, really tall bodyguard with him, around him, and with him, that is one of, and I feel that's an off-worlder, and that off-worlder is picking up intentions in the crowd. Okay, so intentions to do him harm, you know, so he has definitely off-world help and energy there. That's what I feel. And yeah, he is feeling a bit battered and bruised now. He is, yeah. So definitely lots of love, positive energy going towards him. You know, the fact that he's already won, which he has. Apparently he's got loads more campaign money than he's ever had before. New people that have never given to his campaign before. You know, his popularity has gone up. Even people who have maybe a rhino has actually gone over to his side. So yeah, so it's they haven't won. That's for sure. You know, it's that karma thing again, isn't it? Karma. It's coming back straight away.
It's that boomerang effect with the karma. As soon as it goes out, it comes right back.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Lee Slott feels the same thing about very dark, evil magics being put on him. So we're not the only ones that I believe in that. Goodness. Yeah.
You just burnt his tail. I can smell singeing of tail.
Aw.
Oh, be careful, love.
Lion Angel Light is asking us, can you pull cards on Mr. T getting brought out as the real presidential winner of 2020 and not bumbling Joe by this summer? So that's going to happen in a few months. And, you know, I would love to see that happen in my gut. I don't feel like it's going to happen, but first card out, got another ace. I don't feel, the cards say, yeah, it is going to happen. And there's going to be help from off-worlders on making that come to fruition. Fast-paced change is on its way. So I don't know, maybe my gut feels something completely different apparently, and I hope that the cards are right over my gut. I just think there's so much going on. My gut's saying I don't see it happening, but the cards say yeah. So that's what I got. Yeah, by the summer, probably by the end of the summer. So we got probably close to 5 months for this to come to fruition. All they got to do is prove faulty voting something or another. I can't really say right now. This is for entertainment purposes only. I can say that. You want to take a look at it?
You see, sometimes, just want to talk to you a minute, but sometimes I feel that, you know, our gut feeling is mixed up with our logic. And because you know your voting system, you know what processes have to go through in order for him to come in legally. Does that make sense? So that's what's also going on when you're thinking that, you know, it's your gut feeling, but it's also mixed with that.
Yeah, I can't deny that. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's understandable, because that's what gets to me sometimes, because my logical thing is, how is that possible?
Exactly. That's what I'm feeling. My gut's saying one thing, cards say another. Let's see what you have.
All right. Okay. Trapped energy. Someone playing both sides. The dirty dealings are going to be coming out. The machines, machines are going to be, they're all going to be outed. Yeah, everything is going to be outed. And so, you know, the whole, obviously it's never, let me move the candle before you do that. Go on then. Sorry, the cat's just nearly setting fire to himself. Yeah, so I feel as if, you know, it's nobody's ever been caught cheating to that degree, have they, in America? Because this is what it feels like. It feels as if this is unheard. They're in unprecedented times, and that is why it's all going to turn around. So yes, the answer that I'm feeling is yes. Yeah, he'll be straight back in.
What's your gut tell you? Does it tell you yes?
Tells me no. My gut feeling is how will that fit with everything else, you know? Yeah. So
yeah, because there's so much going on. How does that even squeeze in to everything that's going on? But yeah, okay, I'm going to trust that the off-worlders have this.
Yeah,
you know. Okay, so our next question comes from, and thank you, Lion Angel Light. Martel is asking, will the Pope be declared no longer with us by this summer? And I'll look into this. The answer is yes. What do you have? No, I'm kidding. Actually, there's like a cloud of doubt going on over at the Vatican right now. And guess what? Death. We drew the death card. And after that, celebration. So that's a big fat yes. Wouldn't surprise me at all by the end of the summer if that happens. But yeah, that's what I got. Yes, a big fat hell yes.
Did you just get the death card?
I did.
You did? Wow.
I did.
Wow. Okay. Well, I got the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is yes. So yeah, that goes along with my higher self. I feel that after a battle with the health of him, battling with that, there will be justice will be coming, because, you know, he deserves not to be here. really. I feel he's probably already been taken out myself. I think he's already been brought to justice already. But yeah, so it's I think it's going to cause a lot of damage. I don't feel as if they're going to be able to just put another Pope in there. There's going to be a lot of outcry, and a lot of truth energy is going to come out around that time as well. So yeah, it's not going to be as clear cut as let's just vote for another one. Yeah, that's what I see. What are you doing, my love? He's making hand gestures, not naughty ones.
I was just trying to get you to continue going on because I thought there might have been a spammer, and I was trying to check that out.
Oh, I didn't know what the hand signal was. So I'm sorry.
I was going like this. Wait, 1 minute, 1 minute.
I didn't see. I'm sorry, love. No, we're getting some of them tonight.
That might have been from earlier. So because we're a little far behind on.
Yes, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. It's on my Facebook that we get more of them rather than yours. Yeah. Right. What's the next question?
Well, from Lion Angel Light, do you see us getting abundance, the changeover of the money system, and more shortly after Mr. T's return? I know nothing will happen until Sleepy Joe is out. Okay, well, let us take a peek at that and see what the cards have to say about that. Okay. Well, okay. I got a yes, but the plans are kind of shrouded right now. It's almost like it's being kept in secret as to not spill the beans on what's about to happen. But what's happening, what is happening is that there is off-world help. There's communication going on to help make this world a better place for all of us. And I see that there is something in place and being planned to bring about that happening shortly after Mr. T's return. Now that might be, I know the card said, that he may be reinstated after, by the end of the summer, but my gut's not feeling that. But what this might be, though, would be, 2024 by then. Definitely. Yeah, without a doubt. It's indisputable as far as I'm concerned and what the cards are saying. Yep. Drew an ace on that. It's a big fat hell yes. So, yeah, bring it on. The sooner the better. Bring it on.
Okay.
Right?
So there's a lot of secrecy. Okay, go.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? He always does that. Instead of removing himself, he removes me. It's funny. So there's a lot of secrecy energy around this. It's like our spirit guides and everybody is trying to keep it so it's like we're not going to tell you when. It's it's no good trying to guess, but I've got the yes card. I've got the yes card. A lot of secrecy, and it's battling at the moment. There's a big battle going on in the background. Okay, trying to get this out to us. It's harder than it seems, and I feel as if this these bad guys are literally, it's distraction after distraction after distraction. There's a bombardment of, if you do this, it's like one continuous blackmail. After one blackmail, there's another one and another one. Justice is coming. Yes, it is coming. And everybody will have enough finances to actually do the job that they want to do rather than job that they have to do. Okay, there will be that. There is going to be victory and celebration. It is on its way, so but timing is always bad with this, so especially around the money. So I do feel it's, every single time I do the astrology, I can see it in the cards. I can see it very, very clearly in the cards. It's like, it wouldn't surprise me if it's next week. As I'm looking at the cards, wouldn't surprise me if it's next week. You had the president of Kenya speaking out saying, we need to ditch the dollar because something's going to be happening. Something big's going to be happening in the next 2 weeks. Well, that was the Kenyan prime minister. So, or president. Yes, so much stuff happening. There's clues everywhere about what's happening. People are going into their banks and actually asking the people outright. It's like, yes, we're having training ready for the new system to come in. Everything is there. So it's all pointing in that direction. It's just making it happen. That's all. Having the switch. I'm not so sure that there is a Joe Biden thing that he has to be out of the way before the financial system comes in anymore. There's something about that. Can you pull cards on that? In order for the finances to come in, does Joe Biden have to be out? I'd be interested to know what cards you got for that.
Well, the first card I'm seeing is that it's transition and change, and I'm seeing that would make me think yes. And after that, we have benevolence and the positive change happening. But the cards are saying definitely.
What, the Joe has to be out before this money comes in?
Saying that, yeah. Or at least that's going to be the harbinger of change. That will be the turning point. When Joe leaves, that's when the change happens. Yep.
I'm not 100% yes on it anymore.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a question mark on that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to see. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So moving on. This is interesting. A comment. Sherry said, I received the message that the reason Trump will be reinstated by summer is because the cabal has unexpectedly pushed the World War III agenda so hard and so quickly that President Trump is the only one who can negotiate the peace treaties. Interesting. Okay. Thank you for your input on that. That makes sense.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, hasn't it that Russia's now teamed up with China? It's teamed up with China now, and that's not a good thing.
No, that's all part of the BRICS system: Brazil, Russia, India, China, South America, and now other countries are jumping aboard as well.
Yeah, but is China and communist China, CCP, is it different? Like two Chinas? There's the bad guys and then there's the good guys, or are they all kind of like linked in?
I think it's all basically
corrupt.
Communists. Yeah. For now, not to say all Chinese are. Obviously, just their government is just tyrannical. The Chinese people, I'm sure, are great people. Yeah,
but when they was all being shut in and literally starved in their houses when they were trying to get zero COVID, that's what they were trying to do. You know, that was evil personified. You know, so was that Chinese? You know, was that their prime minister was saying that is okay, or was it CCP?
I don't know.
You see, these questions run around in my head, because if they're joining BRICS, I thought that was supposed to be a good thing. So they're coming on board, you know, as the good guys.
We're being led to believe that the BRICS is backed by precious metals. It's not. There's no currency currently. Well, I think the ruble, though, may have. I think the ruble the Russian ruble may be backed by gold and precious metals, but the currency for BRICS, no, it's no different than the U.S. dollar or, you know, the World Bank fiat currency. They're still trying to push this fiat currency on us, and it's not just like the CBDC, the central bank digital currency. It's just, that's the worst thing that could ever happen, because then they'd want the social credit scores. We would be like China, and they would limit they would control everything you're able to purchase, how far you can drive in your car, all sorts of things. So, yeah.
They're trying to do in England with the 15-minute cities. But the other thing is not having cashless societies is really, really a bad idea. Very bad. Yes.
It's a horrible idea. Absolutely. Yeah. We need some kind of like gold back currency.
An actual physical currency. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel we have. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Our next question comes from Tracy, and she's asking, 2 days ago, it looked like a fleet of UFOs over South Atlantic was recorded from the ISS, the International Space Station. Was it a fleet of UFOs, good ones or bad? We'll look into it. Okay. And oh boy, this is interesting. First card out, Devil. Devil made me do it, right? Illusion, got the moon. Couple tarot major arcana cards right off the bat. Illusion, right? The Five of Pentacles came out, which I found was interesting because that represents financial loss and poverty. And what that tells me is that this has a lot to do, speak of the devil, the World Bank and fiat currency. Look over here at these UFOs at the International Space Station, where, you know, they're closely monitoring, and they're probably thinking, okay, well, we can make a distraction over here, so they're not paying attention on what's going on here. What I got is that's all smoke and mirrors. That's not real. That's what I have. It's a distraction. There are a lot of real ones out there, though. Trust me. There are lots and lots, more than ever before. Lots of benevolent UFOs out there. That's not one. That's basically CGI. It's not real.
Okay. All right. Yep. Let me have a look. Okay. Okay, so this is another thing where my gut feeling and what the cards are saying two different things. Okay, so this is interesting. So let me listen to the question. So it looked like a fleet of UFOs over South Atlantic recorded the ISS was a fleet of UFOs, good ones or bad. Well, I've got the suppressed card, suppressed information. So there was not enough information about that, meaning that whatever it wasn't what they think it was. So it wasn't the actual truth. So, you know, I feel as if there was something But like Greg said, it could have been CGI'd. It could have been that. I feel as if there was a sleight of hand. Okay, I've got the sleight of hand card. Okay, which means that something was put into place. It was very cleverly manipulated. They are, these bad guys are really defeated at the moment. They really are running out of options. Their options are limited now. And so, they are trying their best to get people to do their bidding, to get the energy, to get the fear, to get the, but Mr. T, I feel, blocked all of this. So this story didn't get out as much as they wanted it to, because once again, I do pick up that they're trying to push this agenda, that there is invasion going on, and that we have to be fearful of these UFOs, because and I do feel they're probably going to try and link them with the oil tankers and things, the train going over. They're going to try leaking it with all of that. So the more we know, the more we being aware of, and the fact that they could, the UFO agenda. So yeah, I agree.
That's an interesting perspective, that they'd link it with some of these disasters that are going on. I never thought about that. Yeah. Because
they're not allowed to investigate these things. So there's got to be a reason why they're not investigating and not allowed to investigate. It's not official that they're not allowed to investigate, just they're just not investigating.
Well, Tracy went on to say the ISS video looked crazy and didn't feel real. That's what I'm getting. So yeah. Definitely.
You see, my head, they were real. You see, my head was saying, no, they're real. That's what they saw.
Right.
But on that instant, it wasn't. But I do feel that there in the past has been.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the confusion.
Undoubtedly. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you for the question, Tracy. Moving on, we have Sarah Sutra. Could this be one big puppet master operation where this is all being staged to divide and conquer? That's a great question, and we shall look into it right now. Okay, so I think that's a wonderful premise to think about. What I got though on that, look at it from a different angle. Is it about divide and conquer? No, it's about getting us together. It's about bringing us together. This is a white hat operation that's going on. What I'm picking up is that remember that analogy we've been using all throughout, like the last 3-4 months, about this being a chess game and there's only like 7 moves left. Well, there's only like 3 or 4 moves left right now. And this is all about bringing us together, not to divide us. And sometimes it takes the division for us to see what is actually going on. That we are being played by those in power, but there's a much bigger plan in place that involves justice, and justice is coming. And I see prosperity and celebration that comes with that. So they want us to be focused on those lower vibrational energies of divide and conquer, or as they say, in the Kabbalah, ordo ab chaos, which is order out of chaos. That's where they want us to be, because that keeps our energetic vibration down and doesn't allow our manifestational abilities to shine like they can. Or it keeps our vibration down as a whole, as a global entity. So you don't want to invest too much energy or time into any of this stuff, because know that we've already won this chess game. There's only a few moves left, and there's nothing that the cabal can do to change the outcome of what's going to happen. They're busted. There's nothing they can do. So enjoy the ride. What do you have, baby?
I have you.
I got you, babe.
Well, to me, I feel as if a lot of the situations that are going on at the moment are staged, and I feel sometimes they're staged by the white hats, but the black hats are playing their silly games as well. So I feel as if it's not just one big puppet master. I feel as if there's two. So you really have to kind of look very carefully at things, okay, before we get panicked. It's better not to get panicked at all, you know. It's like, you know, when people were being seen to be arrested because they weren't wearing masks and things like that. A lot of those videos were actually staged, okay, because when you actually look at them, the people around them, if somebody was getting arrested and they were kicking off like they were, wouldn't the people around there be standing watching, getting their phones out? You know, in a lot of these kind of videos, there were people, they were just carrying on their shopping, not doing anything. So no, I feel that there is a lot of manipulation going on. Okay, the darks, they do want to divide and conquer. Absolutely, they want to divide you, which is what I was saying earlier with Danny Henderson. You know, she's saying enough of the divide, enough of that, you know, bickering and pointing the finger, saying you're this and you're that. It's like, you know, I can understand her blowing up. You know, I don't personally want to say names. You know, it was brought up, but yeah, it's like enough with that. Let's join together, shoulder to shoulder, stand strong, okay? Because you know, us, we are not the problem here. The elite are the problem. The people at the top, the dark ones, the cabal, the dark energies, they are the people that we need to be fighting, not each other. And so, you know, spiritually, it's beneath us. You know, would an off-worlder be bickering with another off-worlder? You said that, and you said this, and I said that, and you know that they're a higher vibrational energy. It ain't going to happen. We are now fluctuating between 4D and 5D most of the time. We have to get involved with 3D sometimes when we have to deal with anything to do with banking systems, legal matters, you know, things like that. But a lot of the time we are in that good high vibe energy. And so it doesn't matter what these big puppet masters want to do to us. They're only able to play their games if we play, if we say, okay, I'm going to play. But very good question. A lot of it, yes, is being staged, but it's not just one side. I feel as if it's both sides. But this is the outcome. The outcome is the world. Wow. The outcome is the world. And, you know, abundance in all things for all of us. Okay, that's what is coming. And so, and that's all I want to keep thinking. That's it. I'm just, anytime there's something, you know, dark, these kind of readings are for looking at what is going on. But at the ultimate, we can't end on a negative. It has to be on the high vibrational end of things, because they can't win. Don't win like that. There you go. Stop it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You.
I got to keep you on your toes.
I got on my soapbox and it bored you.
No, I agree with you 100%. And I love that it ends up with the world, that it does come around to us as well. I was paying attention.
Yeah, it does.
Just teasing you a little. I got to keep you on your toes. Right?
Oh, I know, love.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you for the question, Sarah. Moving on, Tracy has another question. Is it a pattern for the Watchers to reset civilization every 100+ years? Is it to control the masses? Well, it's an interesting question. Let's take a peek. Okay. Well, no. Is it a pattern for the Watchers to reset this? No. And there's something else that's going on. And, you know, there's things that are being talked about that some people don't necessarily want to hear. Justice is coming. But this is all about the birthing of a new earth. This is about some energetic shift. This is, you know, it could be the event. It could be 5D earth. Something huge is about to come. There is going to be a big change coming, but it's not that generational reset that you're talking about. Big changes are coming. Birthing of the new earth. And there is, you know, two different paths that are going on. You can stay on that low vibrational path of, you know, basically what Dolores Canning describes as walking through molasses, or you can, you know, raise your vibration, just be part of that 51% that I was talking about earlier in the day. Just be part of that 51%. All you got to do is be 51% positive, and you'll make the shift. There is help too. The off-worlders are giving us some help. So it's not what you think. It's not that reset. No, it's something much different. We're at the end of a 25,000 year cycle. This is huge. This is much bigger than anything that could happen every 100+ years. So that's what I have.
Oh, 100%. I feel as if every 100 years, I do believe that there were off-worlders who came down here as a human to give us the next cycle up. So when Dolores Cannon spoke about it, it resonated with me big time. Like they come down here at one point to teach us about fire, how to start fires. The next one was something else, something else, and something else every 100 years. And then it was up to the human race how they did it, how they you know, use that knowledge. And sometimes humans used it for greed, or they used it for war, or they used it for power and things like that. So I'm sure that the Watchers were going, oh God, they've done it again. So but I do believe that is very different to what's happening with the earth now. We were hijacked. They had to, the pact was that they had to leave us alone to get on with things. That the only time that they could come down here was to bring us the next phase of our evolution. So, you know, the next bit of knowledge, you know, see what we did with it. What happened in the meantime was we have been taken over by this dark energy, the reptilian, not all reptilians, but a reptilian race. Okay. Now, a lot of people say, oh my God, you know, how can, you know, they were laughing at David Icke saying, how can he say that the royal family are reptilians? Well, it's the overshadowing. So if we believe that we can be overshadowed by a dark energy, absolutely we can be overshadowed by reptilian energy that have feeling and that really don't care about anybody. The only thing they care about is power. Doesn't that sound like the elites that are happening at the moment? They have to really practice to sound, and that's why someone else writes their speeches, because they can't write them. So this is a whole different ball game. Okay, what's going on with the earth at the moment? You know, they haven't had to intervene because it got so dark and mankind got so involved, you know, in this dark energy, and it was spiraling down so much that it was a case of, you know, Mother Earth was going through such torture and the energies. Yeah, so to me it is far bigger than that. So I agree with what Gregg says, but you know, justice is coming. The off-worlders are here to help, to get us out of suppression. Okay, they're here to help, and this is what's going to do it. The truth, transparency, and the truth. That's all that is needed, and for people to be ready to hear the truth, to be ready to accept it, and that is our job. So, you know, when people say, oh, it's not talking to these 3D people, they just don't get it. That's not the idea. You know, just because somebody's going to laugh at you, you know, pull your big panties up and get on with it. You know, it's like, just talk about anything, you know, like today, there was loads of chemtrails. And so, you know, complete strangers, it's like I looked up and went, oh my God, they're spraying poisons again up there. You know, I don't care if they laughed at me, because what happens is one time they might laugh, but then they'll start to see it and think that is different than that. That's a contrail, and that seems to be spreading out like powder. Maybe that strange woman in the street has got a point. So it doesn't matter if they laugh at the time. We can cope, but we do need to be talking about this as if in an everyday sense. Okay, you know, this is our job. That's why we said that we would come down here at this time, to get into the fight, to get into, you know, the changing of the energy in this world. Yeah.
You know, and with that being said, there are those people who are here just to anchor the energy, to hold space, while light workers like us, the galactic warriors, go in and we do the dirty work, and we fight for the truth, and we bring awareness to people, and we try to change that tipping point. We try to help those, especially those who might be in the, you know, 48% positive range, to help them make the shift with everyone else, you know. And all it takes is a little awareness, really, to shift that tipping point from 48 to 51%. But yeah, to those people that are holding space for the rest of us while we go in and do the dirty work, thank you. Your work is appreciated equally as much.
I don't believe anybody's going to be left behind.
Okay.
I really don't.
I can't see people like Jeffrey Epstein and Hillary Clinton going, but if you can see them there, that's
they're
your
not
choice.
Aware. I don't think we're going anywhere. I think we're already there. We're already going up dimensions.
I don't see that. No.
I know we've never kind of seen eye to eye with this.
No.
But, yeah.
Nope.
I think their energy is they're all going to be brought to justice. So they'll
go there eventually, but no, not instantly like everyone else. No, that's not. I don't see that.
They're going to be arrested, so they're not going to be. Then this big vibrational change that's going to happen, the solar flash, isn't going to happen while those people are on this planet. They're going to be gone. They're going to be. There's justice. They're going to be gone.
I don't see it that way. I think that there's two Earths. This is those two Earth separations that Dolores Cannon was talking about. They will be left behind in the old Earth, and that those with the higher vibration will move on. I believe that.
I know, but I don't. I've always felt as if this Earth is just changing into different dimensions. So I know we've never kind of seen the same thing as that, and that's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
And it's okay. Yeah. You know, I love you, even though you're wrong, and everyone else knows I'm right. We all love you.
Ditto, my darling.
Yeah. What kind of tarot cards are you using? I have the Everyday Witch by Deborah Blake. I use that for the tarot. I also have the Oracle cards. Allie gave me this. I got the Everyday Witch.
They're pretty as well. They're lovely.
Yeah. My daughter uses these too. She has the Everyday Witch tarot cards.
I've got a little mini deck of those in my handbag that are just handbag size.
Yes, you do. I also have the Everyday Witch A to Z spell book, which you have also, right?
It's up there.
Yep. and I have the Everyday Witch A to Z book as well. So I really, Deborah Blake, the author and the creator of all this stuff, she's a Wiccan high priestess in upstate New York. She has a shop on Main Street in the town that I'm from, and I spoke with her for quite a while when I went into the shop, and just a really kind-hearted soul. And the product, I love the, all the illustrations on here. Usually there's there's some kind of cat represented, and you can look into what's going on with the artwork. It's kind of like Ciro Marchetti. The artwork that he has is fantastic. You kind of fall for people that have really cool artwork in tarot cards, and that's one of the reasons why I like Deborah Blake's cards. Yeah. So.
Playful.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, cute and playful. Bless them.
Okay, this is interesting. Kiara saying that I've been having very vivid UFO dreams lately. Seems there's a lot going on in our skies. I've had a number of UFO dreams. Have you ever had one? Have you ever had a UFO dream, Allie?
No, I haven't. No.
I had a dream where I was on a ship, and there was probably like 12 of us together, and we're standing around in a circle, and there's a hologram in the middle, and telepathically we were all contributing to making whatever it was that was in the hologram. I don't remember what it was, but everybody telepathically would create to it, and every time somebody created to it, everybody would be going, "Oh my God, that's amazing." And then somebody would go, "But what if we did this?" And they'd add to it. And once again, everyone, "It's even better." And we just kept doing that. And it was really cool. I was on some ship doing that.
Yeah.
I had dreams of another one. I was near I used to live near the college, the State University of New York, when I was a kid. It was just down the block from me. And I remember walking up this hill toward the student union when this mothership was over the hometown that I used to live in. It's a huge mothership, and everybody was really excited in a positive way. Nobody was in fear, and we were all running up towards the mothership to check it out. And I woke up then. So yeah, I've had those dreams.
I've done a progression rather than a regression on somebody, and there was a very interesting thing she did. She was herself, but she was older, but she should have been a lot older. Does that make sense? But obviously her aging slowed down, and she was helping the off-worlders in these huge motherships pile everybody, all the humans, onto them. And there was these ships everywhere, all over Mother Earth, basically, all over the world. So yeah, that was a progression.
I believe it. Yeah.
I'd like to do a progression on you as well.
You would, huh? You just want to get me under and take advantage of me.
I do. Yes, absolutely.
I'm not gonna say no. Want me to take off my clothes for it?
Yes.
Okay.
But not right now. Not right now.
No, not right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee.
I just clicked it too.
We was doing that exactly the same time. Exactly.
We did. Thank you for the super chat, Lise. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Very wonderful. Thank you.
All right. Well, we've got time for one more question, and there it is. Do you see the event happening by the end of 2024?
Okay.
All right. We shall look into it.
It depends what event. Your event might be different than my event. So.
Well, the event for me would be, I see it as like the solar flash, and it could be the new Earth. It could be a number of things, but anything that's positive for humanity.
I'll go with the solar flash for me, because I do see that. 100%
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Go first.
So let's take a peek at this. Okay, so we got the Empress. Look, she's holding her tummy. She's pregnant. It's the birthing of the new Earth, right? Yeah, yeah. And the next card out is the World. I would be surprised if it happened by the end of 2024, although it wouldn't be totally shocking because Pluto enters Aquarius officially at the beginning of 2024. And that's, in my opinion, the beginning of the golden age. And it stays there until like 2040. I think a lot of positive things are going to start happening. I think that's the beginning of the golden age. And is it possible that it could be the 2024? Well, the cards are saying, yeah. I'm not sure if it's going to happen that quickly myself, but boy, I'd be happy if it happened yesterday. Bring it on as soon as possible. Yeah, so yeah, definitely got some great cards on that. Will it happen by the end? The cards say yes. Bring it on. I'm totally cool with that. I would love to see it happen by then. What do you think?
See, I'm not alone in thinking, so thank you, everybody. There are some people that agree with me, and that's okay. You know, just because you know, we're all different. We all see things differently, and it's just life. So I feel in answering to that 2024, I don't feel as if they can give us a time frame on it, because I really feel it's all to do with who wakes up, because it's a vibrational energy. The more people that go into the lighter energy, you know, and the awakened energy, it's at that time that it's going to go, it's going to shift. And that could be tomorrow, it could be next week, it could be that quickly. And sometimes there's one event that really shifted people, was the 9 and then the 1 and the 1. That in history shifted so many people. So I'm not saying it has to be a disaster like that, but there will be something, big thing, that will shift people. I do think that this Trump arrest has actually shifted a lot more people. It's awakened a huge lot of people because they know that there's an injustice here, and I think that it's all been, you know, arranged by the whites. That, you know, let's really test them and their loyalty to the law. Let's shift this past what is legally binding, and so that has shifted a lot of people, you know. Yeah, so I don't feel as if there's a time frame to it, but it could be quickly, you know. Looking at what's happening, people are waking up very quickly, and with all the passings, that's also going to awaken a lot of people as well.
Well, not only just awaken them, but also there will be less people that are unawakened as they pass on.
Yes. Unfortunately.
And you know, that tipping point of 51%, I think that's huge. I think that has it plays into, you know, where we go as a civilization. I know you don't like that. You said, you know, you think everyone's going, but I think that 51% is going to play a major.
I didn't say that anybody's going anywhere. So I feel that there's a big divide. She spoke, when you listen to her exact wording, she says about the big divide. She also then talks about somebody else that she regressed, talking about the divide of the earth and there being two earths. So, you know, when you listen to her, I don't know, I just feel that there's, you know, sometimes it can be, metaphorically speaking, two earths, two ways of living. So, yeah.
The way Dolores described it was that one day somebody will wake up, that gets left behind, and she'll say, "Oh, whatever happened to this person?" And people will be like, "I don't know," and then that'll be it, and they just fade away. That'll be it. There'll be like a short remembrance, but then it just fades away as if nothing ever happened to begin with.
I'm not going to want to accept that, because some of my family are awake.
You see, that's we definitely differ there, because I'm okay with some people getting left behind. It ultimately, nobody gets left behind. I mean, eventually everybody, even Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden and every other one in the cabal, they'll eventually make it. But there's lessons and a matter of timing for everyone, and spiritual progression as well. I don't think somebody who's committed horrendous crimes against humanity in this incarnation that's still alive will be there.
Well, they go to heaven. They're just on a low vibration, energy in heaven.
Could you imagine? Go ahead.
So Hitler's even in heaven. He's just on a low vibrational energy in heaven.
Could you imagine having to do the life review of some of these people?
Oh, yoy. Wow.
Every death that they're responsible for, they have to see and feel through those persons' eyes and emotions. Wow.
Yes.
I could not imagine. What a horrible, horrible, horrible life review that would be.
But they've got, that's their fault. I've got no pity actually for them. But that's what they chose. Every single passing of another person in torture or pain is on them. So yeah, bring it. This is where I can be very unspiritual like that. It's like I got no sympathy for them.
Well, that's the it's part of the karma process too.
Well, sometimes we don't know whether or not somebody has been taken over. So they talk about in their sleep they get taken over. That it's like a celebrity. If they don't sign their name over to signing the contract of the the dark side, then they just switch them anyway. So they do. It's like, is that person responsible? At what point do they then take it on the chin and say, well, yeah, I did it? Or it was like, you either do this or you're gonna be taken over anyway.
What about people that are Satanists, or like musicians, actors, actresses?
That's what I'm talking about, them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And some are born into it as well, but they still have a choice when they grow up whether or not they want to. I mean, they've had some people that have come up and become whistleblowers, saying that I was born into this family. Some of the Rothschilds have actually come out and actually spoken about their childhood and what they, from the age of 3 or 4, they are. I'm not going to talk about it, but they have to go through in order for them to be accustomed to that's how it is. This is normal.
Yeah. They didn't know any better.
Exactly. Yeah. When you look at Gloria Master's childhood, she didn't know any different. So when they had a friend come over who was not part of that circle, she acted in a flirtatious way around this man and she got beaten for it. But it's like, but that's what you expect me to do. What I don't understand. I've done nothing wrong. I was pleasing that person or trying to. It's like that child didn't know any different.
Those are good points, Allie. And I could see extenuating circumstances where if somebody was, as you mentioned, born into that and didn't know any different or any better, and that was the only way of life that they knew, there'd have to be some kind of leniency for them, I would think.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know any better, and they were forced into something that, was that's against universal law, if nothing else.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I've always hated the Jehovah Witness thing where it's like, we're better than you and we're going and you're not. That kind of like just, and I think that stings me a bit. Does that make sense? When it's like, you know, you're not, you're only 49%, you're not 51%, so therefore you're going to stay here and, you know, you're not going to go over. I find that really hard, really harsh.
Yeah. Yahweh and his magical UFO.
Yeah. Like it's like they might be quite depressed. They might be depressed. They might have been going through horrendous things. You know, that I think each individual is so different. Yeah. God's love is God's love. There's only love. There's only love.
There's only love.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up there. We had a lot of topics that we covered: ChatGPT, Trump body double, Trump president 2020, Pope dead, abundance, UFO, puppet masters, reset, the event. Wow.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you for all the questions. Thank you if you're watching on the recorded version of this. Hopefully sometime day you'll be able to make it live and get your questions answered as well.
Yeah. And please carry on with the chat as well. You know, so if you've got an opinion about what me and Greg are saying, please add your opinion there. We'd like to hear your opinion too.
Tomorrow night, I've got the IN5D Patreon Insiders Club private chat going on at 8 o'clock Eastern. Wow. So to all of our Patreon members, we shall see you then. Anything you'd like to add? Oh, you have your jewelry coming up.
Yeah, I'll be there at the Patreon meeting, doing some free readings if anybody wants any. And yeah, Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be doing a jewelry sale and doing readings. So yeah, the readings are going to be £10 or $10 if anybody wants a mini reading. So hopefully you'll come on, do some.
Friday, I would be there to support you. Yes.
It's for us, and show some t-shirts as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So, 3 p.m. Eastern. I think that works out 12 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll just have to get my nap in beforehand because I'm usually napping around that time.
8 p.m. That's 8 p.m. UK. I'll be going hours, so you don't need to come too later on. I'm going to be. It's going to be a long day.
Oh, so I'll just do like a special guest appearance then.
No, you can do the whole session with me. I'd love you to do the whole session, but you said about getting your nap in.
Yeah. But who knows with the energies the way they are right now?
I know.
Geez, I might sleep through the whole thing, or I might sleep all the way up to that point. I might sleep for 20 hours up until that point and be ready to go.
Leave it open. I'm happy. I'll love it if you join me, and if you join me half the time, all the time, I don't mind.
I plan on being there.
Oh.
Definitely. Yeah. Because I love you.
No, I love you too. We get to hang out together.
Yes. Thank you once again for joining. Like, subscribe, thumb up, all that good stuff. Share on your social networks. We greatly appreciate that. So until the next time, just sending you lots of love and light from our heart to yours.
Yeah. Bye, everyone. We love you.
Take care.